And I'm just applying this gently on top of this canvas, getting a little water in a cup and using a sponge and just gently dabbing it in. I'm gonna make some changes to that later on the next episode, but that's what we have here. There's that mistake. The mistake that I made here. I just realized as I'm scrubbing it, it's like, oh no, I just put the image on the wrong side, you see? Okay, so let's get this thing started. Mud Podge here, that's what I'm going to apply for this transferring of image. And by the way, thank you for participating in that survey that I did for the episode 1. So most of you guys chosen, about 4 of you guys has chosen for about 50% of the time to go with the option 1 from the survey. So thank you very much for choosing that as I'm applying this Mud Podge here. Things that I've learned from the previous episode. Remember that butterfly episode that I did where I basically did the whole thing the wrong way. So if you like to see all the mistakes that I made on that one, on that episode, try to go back and watch that. But here, of course, after watching this video, of course, but as I'm gently applying this, crisscrossing back and forth, I actually learned this correct technique of transferring this image onto a canvas from this wonderful channel. It's called Astra's Place, at Astra's Place. I'll be sure to put that link in the description section. So go check that episode of transferring the image the correct way onto a canvas. This lady did a wonderful job. And that's basically what I learned from this technique. So that's what I'm going to do it back and forth. And be sure to watch till the end for some bonus feature. Here is the image that you guys have chosen, option 1 image, a Van Gogh image that I've created on my Procreate iPad not too long ago, several years ago actually, to be honest with you. And I'm just applying this gently on top of this canvas after applying the Mud Podge here and just kind of gently scrubbing that in. And always make sure that the printed image side goes on top of this, gently scrubbing it. So I just been to a swimming pool today because I had some lower back issue for the last 3 to 4 days and it was really hurting a lot. So made a decision this morning. It's hot summer in Southern Cal, so I went to the pool this morning and did some laps and came back, and as I'm recording this I feel much better. And make sure that as you apply these image on to this canvas that it's wrinkle free. That's what I'm trying to do here. Of course it's not going to be 100% wrinkle free, but just do the best that you can and gently scrubbing that in and just applying that, and make sure that if it's all the images are transferred, and you're just going to flip this over. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this overnight, and I just looked around and that's the best thing I could find, this wet wipes that I got from Costco, and this little book, I don't know if you guys know this, Kongjipachip. That's basically a Korean storybook that I used to read to my kids. It's basically a Cinderella story in Korean storybook here, and putting some pressure because it's a gallery wrapped 1.5 inch thick, I think, canvas. So that's why I apply that thing in there. And another storybook here. Yeah, this looks like I just kind of looked around my garage, to make sure that I have something that I can put something on top of it to put some pressure on it. In Korean, it's called 꿈나라 여행. It's a story about a little boy having a dream with his bear traveling through time on this little imaginary boat. So that's one of the things that I try to read to my kids when they were little toddlers. So I put some pressures with clamps on and let it. I'm just gonna let this one sit for about a couple of actually overnight, and we're gonna come back and see what happens next. So here we are. It's been 24 hours later here, and I'm just gonna gently take this clamp out of this thing and see what we have. So let's see. So I got rid of this thing and taking the book off to see if it has been applied as much as I can to see if this image has been applied. And it looks like it's looks pretty good. So far so good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply a little bit of water, like you can put it in a sprinkle, like a spray gun or something, to gently apply it. The whole point of it is to make sure that I kind of forgot to record the section about applying, putting the water in a spray can, and then that's what I did here in this scene, and just kind of gently try to scrub this paper away so the image kind of comes through. So I'm kind of short-tempered, so I gotta be really patient with this thing. So in this one, there's another way of applying water here, getting a little water in a cup and using a sponge and just gently dabbing it in. So you can either use a spray method, or just using a cup with water and just gently using a sponge, as you can see here, and just kind of don't put too much water at a time, but gently put a little bit and then just kind of scrub it gently of all these papers, excess papers from off of the canvas. So that's the main thing. You got to be a little patient. So as I'm doing it, I did make a little mistake, as you can see from the little head side of it, head portion. The eyes, it kind of bothers me because it's kind of looking directly at the viewer. So I'm going to make some changes to that later on the next episode. But that's what we have here. All right, you guys like butterflies? Because today I'll be painting this little piece for you of a butterfly as we start this process with a little bit of white. I put too much water there, dripping down. A little beige and neutral gray. And using my pellet knife here, back and forth, just kind of slowly getting things started with this butterfly creation. And just working with, I'm just learning a lot about, I'm just trying to get better. I'm trying to get better with color these days. So with this background, I want it to be more neutral color. So stick around for a bonus feature to kind of stick around for some bonus feature where I can reveal some extra footage for you. And I'm using this stencil brush, Martha Stewart stencil brush. It comes in different sizes. This is, I believe, is a medium size, but I wanted to kind of help me blend these colors, background colors, for you. And butterflies, it's a pretty interesting creatures, right? Did you know that some fun little facts about butterflies? They have 6,000 lenses as their eyes. You know, they make up about 6,000 of those lenses, and they can also see ultraviolet light. Fun little fact with butterflies, as I kind of twisting and turning here with the stencil brush just to see the overall colors. It's always a good idea to kind of step back, I don't know, 2-3 feet away from the canvas just to see how the colors are coming along. And as you know, this one is 8x10 gallery wrapped splined canvas that I'm using. So there are 3 things that you should never go cheap on, and that is, one of them is paint. The other is canvas and brush. And this guy, this butterfly, I kind of cut it out, the outlines of it. If you like this design, you can always download it from my website. I can show you. And I'm using a little gesso to spread this around. I'm gonna spread this on top of, you can use one of those varnish, like you know, those clear varnish instead of this gesso that I'm using. But I wanted to have the centerpiece a little bit more of a white color, so I'm just using this brush to apply right in the center of it before I can put the butterfly image on top of it. So here we are. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it in terms of just trying to figure out the overall position of it. and looks about right. So I'm just gonna put it on top of this. I don't know if you can notice the mistakes, number one, that I made here, but I'm gonna explain to you what that was. But I wanted to put the image on top and let it dry for a while, and after that I'm gonna scrub this and make the paper disappear, so we can have. So there, it's been a couple hours. I've let the image to dry, and then I'm just kind of scrubbing that in with applying a little bit of water on top of it, and already, there's that mistake. The mistake that I made here. I just realized it as I'm scrubbing, and it's like, oh no, I just put the image on the wrong side. You see, I was supposed to put the image that's printed on top of the canvas before I do this. So that's my mistake there. So I actually did this like a year ago with Mr. Beast painting, but I just kind of forgotten about it. But I've been sick for a couple of weeks, and you know, it was just so. Okay, here's my second attempt, the image. So not to make the same mistakes here. So applying this gesso on top of this printed image of this butterfly. So again, if you like this image that I created, you can always check the links below. Where you can download this image for free, and a little time lapse for you. And applying these, these butterflies wings are actually very clear. So the colors that you see, the patterns that we see, is actually a result of a reflection. So the wings, from what I understand, is actually transparent. So I'm applying these butterfly image and let it dry for a couple hours. And this is summertime, so it dry really quickly. So a little sponge, applying the water, dab, 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 here and there, and just you can see already the image that's coming out of it. So carefully, I'm just going to apply these back and forth. And if you know some more interesting facts about butterflies, comment below. And butterfly wings, as you know, they move in figure 8 motion back and forth. You can imagine a number 8. That's how they move back and forth and fly around in the air. And there are about 165,000, did you know? 165,000 different species of butterflies out there, as I'm trying to rub the extra papers out of the way before I want to apply the colors to it. So I'm carefully doing it. It's sometimes it works really well, other times it doesn't work out as well. But here I am, just carefully removing the excess paper. Okay, so here's a little bonus feature for you.